you're passionate about that we talked about earlier, and this is kind of where I was going to head earlier with, travels. We talked about some of this stuff like our River Access Coalition we had on here that they do river cleanups and stuff like that. But, one of the biggest passions you have is helping with some, last year you talked about a trash pickup that was organized in Rogersville. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the trash drives me nuts. And it is, I just want everything to be clean and pretty. And my thing is, if we have so many people coming here from out of state, you don't want it to look like we don't take pride in our community. That's my biggest thing, is if I had never been to the Ozarks before and I drove into the Ozarks and saw trash on the sides of the roads, I would feel like people don't respect their community. It
distorts the view of it, too, because you think about this stuff when you're planning a trip and you're like, oh, my God, it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, Arkansas, the natural state's just right below us.
Yep.
So you kind of have this expectation of cleanliness.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way.
Yep.
And so keep on going with what happened out in Rogersville. Yeah, because there needs to be more of what you're about to talk about.
Yeah. And I think it was during COVID, and, there's a Rogersville Facebook page. And someone, a Rogersville local that lives there, he organized an entire trash cleanup, and it was amazing. Wow. We all met at the Come and Go in Rogersville, and I don't know how many people showed up, but a lot. And the amount of trash that we got picked up was amazing.
And that was probably just a small stretch of area. Just on 160. Is that right?
Yep. Not a big area at all. There were kids there.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about the Ozarks is if you organize something, you usually get a lot of people that help out.
Oh, my gosh.
They just need to know where to be and what to do. That's my experience growing up here is we would always have these big projects. There's multiple, like, you get tornadoes out here.
Yeah.
So there's multiple times where I'd go out with a crew of a couple hundred people to go clean up after tornado or an ice storm or whatever.
That's probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen was like after Joplin and stuff, how many people flooded that area just to go help, right?
Yeah.
A lot of tetanus shots handed out during that experience. But
I
believe that. We talk about our rivers and stuff, the James River Water Basin Partnership. They do a huge cleanup every year on the James River, and it's been amazing to see the transition from when I was a kid and you're out floating and you're seeing cars. You can't really pick those out of there, but those cars collect all sorts of other things and tires and all this other stuff.
Louise.
And I remember doing it a couple of years back, and my brother and sister-in-law do it every single year. But to see the transition from when I was a kid to now, it's an amazing transition. Mm-hmm. There's still some trash. Mm-hmm. Let's just face it, people are trashy no matter where you go.
Yep. Unfortunate.
I live on 65 Highway down in Highlandville, and inevitably there's someone once a week that drops their Taco Bell trash or the McDonald's trash just out on the road, and I'm like,
so annoying.
You couldn't hold on to that for another couple miles till you got to a gas station or something. But it's a beautiful thing to see people that are wanting to organize this type of thing. I hope that keeps going.
Yep.